Well, here's the truth. Your eyes, your eyes don't really see. They just capture light. Reality can change. So you've all heard, your brain creates reality. Your brain creates reality. Your brain filters reality. You cannot create reality. You can only tap into different layers of reality that's already created. Good news for you, there's a whole bunch of realities out there that you can tap into. Every one that you can imagine, the good, the bad, the ugly, they're all playing out right now for you. So this is what we're going to talk about today. The power of understanding the brain's ability to generate your reality. And also the enlightening power to know that you don't see reality as it is. You see reality as your brain believes it to be. Your brain is a guesser. Your brain is the biggest trickster out there. Good news for you also is you can influence the trickster. So check this out. Think about this statement and let this sink in, because this will free you. I just said to you that you don't really see with your eyes. You only see light. Let that sink in. Technically, remember, in your skull, a small pea size smaller is called visionary cortex. Inside of us, dark skull, photons goes into the retina, recycles, breaks down, turns into chemical, electric chemical, goes into the visionary cortex, spits it out of your brain, and you see an image. What your true nature is, you see light. Light converts into physical reality. So what you're seeing and experiencing right now is a precursor to your past habits, conditioning, mindset, thinking, beliefs, exposure, people, places, things. That's all you're witnessing and experiencing right now. It's all been shoved up into your brain, and your brain says, here is it. Good news again? Man. You can choose a new reality right now if you want. And listen to this. You can choose any reality that you can conceive and believe. It's possible. You don't even have to accept it. It's hard. I mean, let's be real. It's quite difficult to accept a reality that we have never experienced or fathomed in our life. It's hard to really lock in and believe with certainty. If you're in a situation where you're in lack, you don't have enough resources, enough money, you're not, your business, whatever it is, it's hard to believe that, man, I could live in a world where I have lots of money and all that stuff. I mean, think about it. It's normal. It's quite difficult to just say, all right, I'm gonna believe it, I know it. It takes a special kind of person to do that. Not everybody can do that. So we just got to keep it real and accurate. However, anybody and everybody can see possibilities. Possibilities free you from resistance. If you can see a possible thing, think about it, right? You don't put the pressure on yourself to say, I definitely gonna have to win this jackpot. It's possible I can win. Now your mind chills out, your ego moves off a little bit. So, what is the process of the brain? What the brain does, it's selecting replays of realities that are already happening now with you in it. Well, your twin version, your doppelganger or whatever. But yeah, there's an exact copy of me, exact copy of you. Same everything. The only difference is they have a different level of consciousness. They're not aware of you. Well, they are aware of you now because If I'm aware of it, in some reality, they're aware of you. Because everything must play out. Okay, so good. So some of them aren't aware of you, some of them are. Just like this part of me is aware of me, my other doppelganger is aware of me. And the other doppelganger is probably saying the same thing. Hey, there's this guy out there that's doing this, you can do that. And I'm saying the same thing, there's this guy out there that you can do that. Quite fascinating, but it's really true, it's happening right now. So what happens now is, since you're aware that your brain sees light and light transfers into physical reality, you can now change the movie screen that you'd like to experience. How do you do that? How do I change the movie screen, Mark? Well, the only thing you have that can change a movie screen is your imagination and some feelings and da-da-da. But really, it's a vision, it's an image. So, you know, even if you have aphantasia, where you can't see images in your head, this can still work for you, because you can look at an image on a phone, you can take a snapshot. Once you look at it, it gets processed into the brain. If you look at it every day, da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da. So that's how it happened. Now, what if I told you this? If I say to you, hey, if you do this every single day, or you do this thing, repeat this process every time, and even if it gets boring, you still do it, you will win your lottery jackpot. You will win your business success. You'll become a millionaire. You'll become a successful actor, whatever it is. If I told you that, to do that every day, I'm sure you'll do it, even if you get bored, because I just gave you a confirmation, right? But if I didn't tell you that, you probably would give up or get bored. You'd probably say to yourself, man, I don't think I'm gonna do this because it's not working. Right? Well, I got big news for you. I don't know if you know this, but your brain is actually telling you that every single day. Your brain is saying to you, hey, if you keep thinking what you're thinking, you're gonna keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna keep making you experience it. So if you do something different every single day, then I'm gonna make what you do different become your reality every single day. So someone's been telling you that. That's a confirmation. How many people realize that? Guess what? I knew that. That's how I ended up winning the lottery. I figured it out. I said to myself, wait a minute. Repetition is the real secret here. So if I keep repeating what I'm visualizing, if I keep seeing it and I make it lock in at normal, I just push it in. I just keep bombarding even when my ego says, stop, man, too much, man, I'm getting bored. I still push it. I still push it. I push it to the point where it gets to my subconscious, gets so tired, and it says, stop. That's when I listen. Only when my subconscious says stop, I listen. When my ego says it's bored, I don't listen. Only when my subconscious comes to me and say, hey man, I had enough, chill out. What's the lesson today? Today's lesson is how the brain interprets your reality and what you're missing to make it effective. So everyone, I mean, we all have a brain. So the lesson really is you got to keep doing it until you get the results you desire. I repeat the process until I get my desired results. That's my motto. I repeat the process until I get what I want. I don't try until I get what I want. I don't hope until I get what I want. I don't repeat the process and then if it doesn't work, I chill, I go on to something else. I don't do any of that. I repeat the process until it comes in. It must come in. I bombard my consciousness. I bombard all my filters. I bombard all the electrical stimuli in my brain. I push it to the limit until it says, I have enough. Back off of me, man. And I'll back off. And that's when I'm in my void state. My void state is now when my old reality, meets my new reality. They're clashing. The old is going out, the new is coming in. That's going to show up in my life as distractions, as complications, as things going haywire, all type of everything falling apart, losing relationships, people, all of that stuff's going to happen. And then I know that I stick with it, and then I come out of my void and I live in my manifestation. That's exactly how all of this works. But a lot of people don't know this. See, the problem that a lot of individuals have is they're too smart for their own selves. They think they are a genius. Yeah, a lot of people think they're a genius, man. Let me tell you how they think they're genius. Here is what half of enlightened beings do. Once they get enlightened and they figure out that I can change the game by changing my consciousness. But here's the first thing they start to do. They start to do something, right? Okay, I'm going to manifest winning the lottery. I'm going to manifest doing my business. I'm going to manifest. So they get all excited. They're amped up. They realize my thoughts change my reality. The universe is a multiverse. It's quantum physics. Nothing is physical. Man, they start really, really good. Give them 3, 2, man, I'll give them about 50%. I'll give them 2 months into the process. I'm being generous by giving them 2 months. After 2 months into the process, here's what they're doing. They're looking around. They don't see any evidence. They're looking for something. 2 months into the game now. Dang. Something should have happened by now. Why isn't it here yet? All right. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move on to something else. Because this ain't working. I've been doing this for 3 months. Let's try it this way. So they keep hopping and hopping and hopping and hopping. Go ahead and tell me if I'm lying. You probably done that yourself. I did it myself. Guilty as charged. But I woke up. That's, you know what made me wake me up? Manifested. Let me tell you something, man. My journey to win the lottery taught me everything I need to know about consciousness, spirituality, the multiverse. Think about that. Manifesting a lottery jackpot taught me the whole game about manifestation. Can you imagine that? A guy just winning some money to buy his dream car taught me everything I need to know about reality and the universe. Yeah. And let me give you the biggest lesson it taught me right now. The biggest lesson it taught me was, if I'm not consistent, if I'm not persistent, I will never get what I want. So what I did in the beginning, I started, oh man, this ain't working. Maybe I gotta switch stores up. Maybe I gotta do this. Maybe I gotta buy more tickets. I was trying, man, this ain't working. Maybe I gotta switch stores up. Maybe I gotta do this. Maybe I gotta buy more tickets. I was trying to change the formula. Maybe I gotta be more persistent in my desire. Maybe I gotta I didn't have to do any of that. All I had to do was remain consistent, trust the process, and it manifested for me. But this is why I say so many people are too smart for their own good, but they're not geniuses, because they think that, okay, after 2 to 3 months, let me stop and try something else. Let me go to this method, let me go to that method. What they're actually doing is delaying the process of manifestation coming in. And here's why they do it. It's because of their clunky old ego. Their own mind is... I have one question to ask all of you guys. First of all, let me give you some knowledge about your ego, and then I'll ask you this question. Knowledge number 1. Did you know that your conscious logical mind, which resides in this part of your brain called the prefrontal cortex region, right? Did you know that part of your brain, that part of your awareness, cannot bring anything from the non-physical into the physical? Did you know that? okay, in regular talking, your ego mind can only observe. It can only commentate on the action. It can't get into the game and make a move and play and make things happen. It can only watch from the sideline. It's like a commentator at the basketball game. It's the guy commentating on the game. What you're experiencing right now is the action orientation, the action-oriented action from your subconscious mind, making you do everything. Your conscious mind is picking it up and gives you the illusion of free will. So that's number one. So if you don't know that, now you know. Okay, here's the next one. Did you also know that your ego have no idea the time frame when something is supposed to manifest? So why do people think it's supposed to come in 2 months, and or 3 months or 4 months, and if it's not here in 4 months, I'm doing something wrong, I have to try something else? Wouldn't that be the definition of insanity? In my book, think about it. That's insanity. Because I just told you the two most fascinating facts, the two true facts that people don't know. Go write this down right now. Next time you find yourself in that position, you should know what to do. Fact number one, your mind cannot create jack. Fact number two, your mind don't know when it's going to arrive. Your mind is the guy outside in. I'll make it easy for you. I like to use this analogy and I'll use it again. So let me break it down and this will cover everything for you. So imagine you're planning a surprise birthday party or a party for your friend or somebody. All your friends. You got five friends. You tell 4 of your friends the plan about the surprise party. The 5th friend have no idea. So y'all go into everything's coordinated. Everybody know what's happening. The 5th guy is lost. He's trying to figure out, all right, man, so it's going to happen. That's exactly how your ego operates in the game of reality. Your higher self and your subconscious mind did not give your ego your blueprint to manifestation. The reason why your higher self and your subconscious did not give your ego the blueprint, because your ego is less qualified to manifest. They already know that the ego processes about 18 to 1,000 bits of information per second. They already know the subconscious processes about 1 billion bits per second. They already know the ego is a plug-in. The ego is the only guy that doesn't know that. The ego doesn't even know he's not qualified. Your higher self and your subconscious know. So the next time if you're in a manifestation journey, you cannot rely on your mind to manifest. You can only rely on your mind for the direction to manifest. In other words, the logic, the inspired action when it sends it to it. Your mind does not get the playbook. The playbook is hidden from your mind. Your mind is working on its own thoughts and illusions. So the next time you're thinking to yourself, man, it's been 4 months, I should have manifested before. Go ahead and listen to your mind, my friend, and watch how much longer it's going to take you to manifest it. Well, you know what? I'm going to try the 369 method. That didn't work. I'm going to do the 15-cup method. That didn't work. I'm going to do the robotic affirmations. That didn't work. You're going to be on that journey for a long, long time, my friend. Because what you need to know is, once you start a process, okay, and then you stop the process and you try to do another process, it's going to take time for your brain to adjust and build momentum, and that's going to create more time delay. So what could have manifested in 3 or 4 or 5, 6 months, now it takes you a decade. Now it takes you 6 years to manifest. This is the truth no one talks about. This is why you must always trust the process. Even if you don't see evidence, you got to keep going, because science and physics now shows us this is the map of how the brain interprets reality. It's a game of patience, persistence, repetition. PPR. Patience, persistence, repetition, and I guarantee you, you will get your manifestation popping into existence. So, okay, so why does this work? Here's the answer according to science. The way the brain is wired, it looks for patterns. When it sees a pattern, it stays on the pattern. When it stays on a pattern, it communicates with the field. The field senses the pattern and says, okay, bring this into physical reality. When the brain sees a pattern and the pattern interrupts, the field holds off from bringing it into physical reality. When the brain continues with the pattern, the field sends it back. That's as simple as it. That's the easiest way to make it make sense to you. That's how your brain is wired. I'll give you a simple analogy. Everything you've done in your life, you had to do a pattern. When you were a kid, why you think you have to go 5 or 6 lessons in grade school to learn how to read? You have to keep, okay, ABC. You got to do it over a period of weeks to months. Oh, I'm trying to learn to read. A pattern. What about when you try to ride a bicycle? You didn't just jump on the bicycle and rode it the first day. It took you some time. You didn't just jump up and start reading. You didn't just jump up and know everything of that sort. Your brain does not work that way. Your brain works with, teach me a pattern, and then I can bring it in. This shows up in our lives as patience, persistence, repetition. Patience or perception. What, you know, you get it. You get it. Persistence, patience, repetition. Persistence. Yep, there it is. So, question your mark, should my affirmations be the same every day? No, you can switch up affirmations. Affirmations are different. Okay, you don't have to do affirmations a bunch of time every day. You could do affirmations about once or twice a day, and you could switch up your affirmations. What I'm talking about here, I'm talking about the process of continuing even when you don't see the results, even when you don't see the evidence. Many people stop because they listen to their ego. This is what I'm talking about. This is the trap you're going to face when you manifest it, man. And that's how the brain operates. See, the brain is working through the field. It's not working through your conscious mind. So again, you don't see reality, you see light. Light gives you images. So that means everything is just blank. What you're seeing is a morph from your beliefs and from the repetition and from the wiring, right? From your past beliefs or whatever, from your parents. That's what you see. So if the brain just sees light, you can convert light into any reality because all realities are from light. So you can go to the reality where you have your success and all that stuff. All you have to do is just say believe it's possible. You gotta accept it's possible. You gotta keep repeating it over and over. Whether you do it through visualization, whether you do it through affirmation, whether you do it through a feeling state. This is something that you have to do until it comes into your physical reality. Now, here is when you know it's going to come into your physical reality, you're going to get rejection. Rejection comes in the subconscious mind. So rejection is when you're visualizing, you're going to keep feeling unmotivated. You're going to keep feeling distracted. That is the subconscious saying to you, chill out. It's done. That's when you chill out. You don't need to force anymore. When you still need to force, you still need to force. If your mind's telling you it's never going to work, still force. I'm bored, still force. Only time you stop forcing is when your subconscious comes in. You'll know when you will know the difference from the conscious and the subconscious. So if you ask me the question, how am I going to know this from this one? Oh, trust me, you're going to know, because you're going to be two totally different feelings. When the subconscious comes in, it's going to make you be disinterested in everything. You're going to feel like you've lost something. You're going to feel like you're in a depression. You'll know. You will know. And when you know is when you stop. And then when you just do it when you feel like it. That means the field has accepted your requests. It's on the way to you now. Yeah, you've been there. We've all been there before. And let me say something. Remember this, guys. Every time before your manifestation come in, you are going to go to a void state where you're going to feel unmotivated, depressed, anxious, anxiety. You're not gonna feel like yourself. You're gonna question and start thinking something's wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with you. It's your subconscious way of communicating to you and telling you that you are shifting and becoming the version of that being that needs to experience this thing that's coming into your life. So especially with money or big money prizes, anything like that, your consciousness, your being have to change to become the experiencer. You can't be the old you can't experience the new money. I don't know if you know that. Well, for whatever you're going to experience, your consciousness have to match what you're about to do. So if you're about to win a lot of money and manifest a lot of money, you are going to change to become the version to experience having that money, winning that money. See how that works? So this is stuff that a lot of people don't know, and now you know, and that's the lesson for you today. So look, if you want to get deeper in master manifestation, then you know where to find me in a private platform, my school community. Top 5. You see I changed the what is it here, my profile picture here, so you can see we have the trophy there. It's a big achievement out of hundreds of thousands across the entire globe on school platform in spiritual. Number 3, reason is this stuff I'm teaching you: neuroplasticity, how to bend reality, how to bring things into physical existence, how to win the lottery, how to regenerate it. I mean, it's all there for you. Now we know it can be done. Now we know it's being done, and now we have the science and the receipts to back it up. So if you want to take your life to the next level, invest in yourself, and I'll see you in school. All right, so that's today's lesson. Remember, knowledge with power is good. Knowledge, power is no good if you can't implement it. Implementation equals manifestation success. Knowledge and power without implementation is futile. Futile basically means nothing will come about from it. Now you know, keep manifesting. See you at the top with your desires, and keep rocking and rolling. Happy manifesting.